If you think you need a $50 brush to find the joy of painting, you're looking at the wrong tools. The joy isn't in the equipment, it's in the friction. Imagine for a moment that the air around you isn't empty, but filled with invisible threads of potential, waiting for a single movement of your hand to pull them into reality. This is the true essence of the joy of painting, a joy that doesn't come from a perfect result, but from the radical act of existing on a canvas. Most people believe that creativity is a gift given to the few, a lightning bolt that strikes the lucky. But as a professional artist, I have learned that creativity is actually a choice, a daily, sometimes difficult, but always rewarding decision to see the world not as it is, but as it could be. We are embarking on a journey today called the joy of painting and creativity, but we aren't talking about the joy of a greeting card. We're talking about the fierce, bone-deep satisfaction of breaking a limit you thought was permanent. Before we touch the bristles to the fibers, I want you to look at the white space before you and realize it isn't an enemy to be conquered, but a silent partner waiting to hear what you have to say. If your happiness had a physical weight, how heavy would it be? If your resilience was a pigment, would it be a transparent glaze or a thick, impenetrable impasto? We are going to take those abstract concepts and turn them into a visual symphony that speaks when words fail. The first movement of our creation is the hook of initial contact, that spark of electricity when the first drop of water hits the dry pigment and the world begins to change color right before your eyes. In modern abstraction, joy isn't found in the absence of struggle, but in the mastery of it. Watch as I lay down this first wash of ochre and raw sienna. These are the colors of the earth, the foundation of everything we build. The packing of our life is often too fast, but the canvas demands a different tempo, a 5-second pulse where we breathe with the paint. If you look closely at the edges of the wash, you can see the fractal joy of physics at work, the way the water carries the color into the microscopic valleys of the paper. This is the first professional secret. Stop trying to be the boss of the paint and start being its choreographer. When you allow the materials to have their own voice, the burden of perfection evaporates, and what is left is the pure, unadulterated joy of discovery. This is the high-retention heart of art, the moment where the viewer stops wondering what you are making and starts feeling what you are feeling. As we move deeper into the second movement, the textural conflict, we must address the ugly stage. Every great painting goes through a period where it looks like a mess, a chaotic disaster that makes you want to throw the brushes away and walk out of the room. But this is exactly where the deepest joy is hidden. Joy isn't the absence of a mess, it's the ability to find the rhythm within it. I'm picking up a heavy palette knife now, and I'm mixing marble dust into my titanium white to create a sculptural light. Listen to the sound of the knife hitting the canvas. It's a percussive, earthy sound that grounds the spirit. In professional abstract art, we create tension, because tension is what makes the resolution feel so sweet. If I didn't have these jagged, dark charcoal lines underneath, the bright bursts of cadmium yellow wouldn't feel like a victory. They would just feel like color. We are building a visual history here. Every layer we add is a memory, and every layer we scrape away is a lesson learned. This is the archaeology of creativity, the joy of knowing that nothing is ever truly lost, only transformed into texture for the next stage of our evolution. To the art lovers who find themselves lost in the details, notice the negative space I am preserving in the upper left quadrant. Joy needs room to breathe. If we fill every inch of our lives with content and noise, there is no room for the soul to sit down. The same is true for your canvas. By leaving areas of quiet, we give the loud moments a stage to perform on. I am using a glazing technique now, layering a very thin, transparent veil of rose madder over the dried blues. This creates an optical mix that the human eye perceives as a glow. It is the visual equivalent of a sudden realization, that aha moment when a creative problem finally solves itself. This is why we paint. We paint because we are looking for that glow. We are looking for the moment when the physical materials transcend their chemical makeup and become a window into the divine. Modern abstraction is the bridge between the seen and the unseen, and your joy is the toll you pay to cross it. As we reach the crescendo of the final marks, we have to talk about the courage of the last stroke. There is a specific kind of joy that comes from taking a risk at the very end of a project. I have spent hours building this delicate balance, and now I am going to take a large, dripping brush of black India ink and make a single, decisive mark across the center. It feels like a gamble, but it is actually an act of faith. To rise beyond limits in your creativity, you must be willing to lose the painting to find the masterpiece. This mark is the soul signature. It is the moment where you stop being a student of technique and start being a master of your own truth. See how the ink bleeds into the wet layers. It's creating rivers of chance that I couldn't have planned if I tried. This is the flow state in its purest form, where the hand is faster than the doubt, and the joy is so intense it feels like a physical heat in the room. The joy of painting is not a destination you reach. It is the vibration of the journey itself. As we look at the finished work, the joy of painting and creativity, I want you to see the scars of the process. See the places where the paint was scraped raw, the places where the ink splattered incorrectly, and the places where the colors blurred into a muddy gray. Those aren't mistakes. Those are the fingerprints of a living, breathing human being. In a world that is becoming increasingly digital and perfect, the joy of the handmade, the textured, and the abstract is a revolutionary act. It is a reminder that we are messy, complex, and beautiful. This painting is a map of a moment in time where I was completely free. And that is the gift I want to give to you. I want you to realize that you don't need permission to be creative. You don't need a degree to feel the joy of a brush in your hand. You only need the willingness to show up and be honest with the space in front of you. As the studio grows quiet and the final layers begin their long journey of drying, we realize that the joy has moved from the canvas into us. We are different now than we were 20 minutes ago. We have processed a feeling, we have solved a visual puzzle, and we have left a mark on the universe that wasn't there before. This is the ultimate higher-attention secret of life. We stay engaged with the things that make us feel alive. Art makes us feel alive. Creativity makes us feel infinite. The limits have been pushed back, the frame has been shattered, and the joy is now a permanent part of the atmosphere. Take this energy with you. Don't leave it here in the video. Carry it into your work, your relationships, and your quietest moments. You are the artist of your own experience, and the palette is always full. The final compelling outro isn't a goodbye, it's an invitation. It is an invitation to go and make your own joy. Don't worry about being good. Worry about being true. Pick up a pencil, a brush, or even just a piece of charcoal from a fire and make a mark that says, I was here and I felt this. The world is waiting for your version of the light. The canvas is ready. The joy is yours for the taking. Rise beyond the limits of your fear and step into the motion of your dreams. I will be here in this space between the colors, waiting to see what you create. Keep painting, keep dreaming, keep rising.